When The Dark Knight premiered in 2008, it wasn't just another superhero movie. Christopher Nolan's masterpiece delivered a dark, gritty narrative that elevated the genre to new heights. With its complex characters, layered storytelling, and exploration of chaos versus order, the film became a cultural phenomenon. But beyond the thrilling action sequences and Heath Ledger's unforgettable portrayal of the Joker, The Dark Knight offered a stark warning about the power of chaos as a political strategy. Over a decade later, that warning seems eerily prophetic, particularly when viewed through the lens of Donald Trump's rise in politics. The Joker in The Dark Knight is a unique villain. He doesn't seek power, wealth, or revenge. He thrives on disruption. His goal is to dismantle Gotham's systems and expose the fragility of its order. Similarly, Trump's political style broke all conventional rules. By rejecting traditional norms, embracing unpredictability, and thriving on division, Trump transformed the political landscape in ways that echo the Joker's chaotic influence. This script delves into the parallels between the Joker's chaotic philosophy and Trump's approach to politics, examining how The Dark Knight foreshadowed the rise of chaos as a strategy in the real world. In The Dark Knight, the Joker's actions are not driven by material goals. Instead, he aims to create anarchy. His famous line, "I'm an agent of chaos," encapsulates his philosophy. The Joker doesn't just want to break the rules, he wants to prove that the rules themselves are meaningless. Donald Trump's political rise reflects a similar embrace of chaos. From the moment he announced his presidential campaign, Trump rejected the polished speeches and carefully crafted policies that define traditional politicians.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States. I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second. And by the way, I'm not even saying that in a braggadocio. That's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of thinking you need for this. He's a corrupt politician. You see it. Now they say the laptop, Schiff, watermelon head, Schiff. That laptop was produced by Russia. Here we go again. Russia.
Like the Joker, Trump's strategy wasn't about playing by the rules. It was about rewriting them. In the film, Gotham's organized crime bosses initially see the Joker as a useful tool to challenge Batman and the city's law enforcement. But as the Joker's plans unfold, it becomes clear that he's not interested in helping them. His goal is to destroy the entire system, including the criminals who try to control it. Similarly, Trump's rise disrupted not only the Democratic Party, but also the Republican establishment. His unorthodox approach alienated many traditional conservatives, while energizing a base that felt disillusioned with the status quo. The Joker's chaos forces everyone in Gotham to react to his moves. He sets the agenda, leaving his opponents scrambling to respond. Trump's political style achieved a similar effect. His constant stream of controversial statements, tweets, and policy decisions created a media frenzy, ensuring that he dominated the news cycle.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. Nobody's in charge. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce.
One of the Joker's most devastating tactics in The Dark Knight is his ability to erode trust in Gotham's institutions. He exposes the weaknesses in the police force, the government, and even the moral fabric of the city. By creating situations that force people to choose between their principles and their survival, the Joker reveals how fragile their trust in the system truly is. Trump's political strategy similarly undermined trust in key institutions. He frequently attacked the media, labeling it as fake news and accusing journalists of bias.
Don't we love that term, fake? What we've learned about fake over the last little while. Fake news. CNN, fake. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
These attacks resonated with many of his supporters, who felt that the mainstream media was out of touch with their concerns. By casting doubt on the credibility of the press, Trump weakened one of the pillars of democratic accountability. In The Dark Knight, the Joker rigs 2 ferries with explosives and gives the passengers a choice: destroy the other ferry or risk being blown up. The scene is a chilling exploration of moral dilemmas and the breakdown of trust. Trump's rhetoric often created similar divides, framing issues in terms of loyalty and opposition. Whether it was his criticism of NATO allies, his approach to immigration, or his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, Trump's actions often forced people to take sides, deepening polarization. The Joker's chaos isn't random. It's a calculated strategy to dismantle Gotham's power structures. He uses fear and uncertainty to destabilize the city, making it impossible for anyone to feel secure. Trump's political approach shared this disruptive quality. His presidency was marked by an ongoing sense of unpredictability, from sudden policy changes to high-profile firings of key officials. In the film, Harvey Dent's transformation into Two-Face is one of the Joker's most significant victories. By corrupting Gotham's White Knight, the Joker proves that even the most virtuous individuals can be driven to abandon their principles under the right circumstances. Trump's impact on American politics had a similar effect. His rhetoric and actions often forced politicians to either align with him or risk alienating their base. For many, this meant compromising long-held values in favor of political survival. One of the Joker's most memorable lines in The Dark Knight is, "Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos." This philosophy is at the heart of his character. By rejecting stability and embracing unpredictability, the Joker challenges the very idea of control. Trump's messaging often mirrored this philosophy. His campaign slogans, like "Drain the Swamp" and "Make America Great Again," tapped into a deep sense of dissatisfaction with the established order. For his supporters, Trump wasn't creating chaos, he was exposing it. Like the Joker, Trump's actions forced people to confront uncomfortable truths about the systems they trusted. Gotham survived the Joker, but not without scars. The city's trust in its institutions was shattered, and its people were left to rebuild. In the real world, Trump's chaos politics left the United States more polarized than ever before. The question The Dark Knight poses, and the question we face today, is whether we can rebuild trust in our systems, or if chaos will become the new normal. As Alfred says in the movie, "Some men just want to watch the world burn." Whether Trump is seen as a disruptor or a hero depends on which side of the fire you're standing on. The Dark Knight wasn't just about Batman's fight against crime. It was about the fight for stability in a world that feels increasingly unpredictable. The Joker's chaos forced Gotham to confront the fragility of its systems, just as Trump's politics forced America to confront the divisions within its society. In the end, both the film and Trump's presidency leave us with the same question. How do we navigate a world where chaos is no longer an anomaly, but a strategy? And can we find a way to restore trust in our systems before the next agent of chaos emerges?